Before you get started with your Purple Ladybug resin craft kit, it's very important that you set up a nice clean workspace and you have all your tools and materials organized before you get started. Creating crafts out of resin can be a messy proposition if you don't take care at the beginning. But if you follow these steps, you'll have an enjoyable experience all the way through. So first thing, you need a solid, sturdy, flat surface like this desk here. Second, you need to protect your surface. Whether you use a piece of cardboard, a piece of craft paper like this, or you have a dedicated messy tray, let's cover it up and make sure that whatever you're protecting the table with doesn't move. So I'm going to take some craft paper and some painter's tape, a staple of our craft cupboard, and I'm just going to tape the craft paper down onto the workspace here. This will give me a nice, stable, clean surface that will not move and will protect my work table beneath. It's not pretty, but it's fine because it's going to protect my table and give me a nice workspace to work with. And then when I finish, I can just crumple it all up and dispose of it in the garbage. Now I've got a nice clean surface here to work with. Let's lay out the contents of our craft kit. We have the resin and the hardener. I'm going to put those right there. We have our mixing cups, measuring cups. Make sure that they come stacked like this. Just make sure to separate them because they're easier to separate with clean hands than while wearing the protective gloves. They're separated, they're just nice and easy to get to. You have your safety goggles, keep those nearby for your child. The mold, the pots of glitter. And with the pots of glitter, before you open them, make sure that you have them the right way up so that you don't spill. The right way up, you'll see that there's a thread on one side and not on the other. The side with the thread is the top. So you can gently unscrew them, and there's a little protective cover inside. You can remove that and put that aside. And just screw the top back in, but not super tight. Again, because you want to be able to access the glitter easily while wearing your protective gloves. And it's a lot easier to open these little containers without gloves than with gloves. I'm just going to repeat that for all the glitter pots here. And you know, with glitter, as careful as I'm being, there's already some glitter on the paper, which is fine because this is my cleanup workspace. Then we have our disposable gloves. Our stir sticks I'm going to put on this side here, and then our smoothing file can wait over there for now. So now I have a nice clean workspace that I can be ready to do my mixing and my creating with. Okay, now that we have a nice clean workspace to work with, it's time to start planning what we want our design to look like. What colors, how big each section is going to be before we start mixing resin. Because the moment you start mixing the resin, you only have a couple of minutes to mix in the glitter and pour it into your mold. So you want to make sure that you mix the right amount to get the desired effect that you want. If you look somewhere on this page, there will be a guide to how much resin you need to reach certain portions of each mold for each craft kit. So you can end up with a design like this, where you have a nice big top with one color and then two small layers with another color, or something a little simpler like this, where there's a very small top in one color and then a much bigger second color below. If you look in the resin page of plbfun.com, you will see guides on how to get these types of ratios for your designs.